This is the future.
Today is February 10th, 2024. It is 12:09 a.m. So I have a lot. I'm probably gonna be recording all night because tomorrow I have a family gathering and I've been putting a list together. And this video, I have about 13 tweets to share with you. Some were old, but I didn't have enough to make a video since the other channels had more things to be talked about, so I left these alone. So I had these for the past couple days, but today and yesterday I have 6 more, so I'm gonna create this video for this channel and then tune in to my other channels for these. There's about the phone hacking here. I have about 16 tweets, the byline article, some videos from Piers Morgan and Harry's lawyer. So I have about, what did I say, 16 tweets there. And then I also have some other things regarding when Harry was in the UK. So I have 14 tweets about that and some more regarding the NFL, the award. So 7 of them, we shall see if I'll put them. They're a little bit more light-hearted kind of tweets. So if I don't have time, I may not even do them tonight. And there's 2 serious tweets regarding Kate. So let's get started with the Invictus for this channel. Okay, like I said, check Team Sussex and PYTE for more, because each one of them are different topics. I will be putting them on different channels. Yeah, because are different topics. It feels much better that way. All right, so I haven't been recording for this channel for a while. So let's see, 728 subscribers. If there are any new subscribers, welcome. Let's look on the analytic. Not much traction, so only $2.45 old and some are new. Okay, so these are one of the old videos that I saw on my timeline, and I think it's an old video when let's look. All right, this reporting is a lot that family try and would have taken Invictus from Harry if they could. Keir had to bring up the security of the Sussexes. So glad they left the UK, Prince Harry. All right, 2 minutes and 52 seconds. I will be putting screenshot. There's one video I was editing today, and when I uploaded, YouTube rejected it. They then rejected it. Eventually, once YouTube review it, they will give me a warning or some sort, because there was a part of a video that was playing too long. So I had to redo it like twice. Because I want you guys to see the movement instead of the screenshots. But I left one portion too long and YouTube keep on flagging it. So I ended up putting screenshot for the majority of that video. Alright, so there will be screenshot. 2 minutes and 52 seconds.
Pop star correspondent. Behind me is the famous Abbey Road Studios, where the likes of Aretha Franklin, Pink Floyd, Elton John have recorded. And back here, guys, take a look at this. This is the famous crossing. I'm just going to step out onto it for a moment, where the Beatles were pictured for their Abbey Road album. Today, in the rain, we saw rock and roll and also royalty. His Royal Highness, Prince Harry, and his rock and roll Royal Highness, Bon Jovi,
okay, so this is an old video that came on my timeline for some of you who probably were not aware of it. Okay,
collaborating on a special single in aid of Harry's Invictus Games, recording at the famous Abbey Road Studios and crossing the iconic crosswalk. Hey, Today Show, how you doing? Afterwards, Jon Bon Jovi coming to chat to Today.
And I had written a song that was important for what we're doing here. I just sent him a letter. I didn't know Harry, but he embraced my idea.
You call him this week the artist.
The artist formerly known as Prince. That's how.
And today, posting a teaser video that he might sing.
1, 2, 3.
Did Harry sing?
You'll have to wait and find out.
The Invictus Games is where Harry chose to reveal his then girlfriend Meghan to the world in Toronto 3 years ago. But overnight, the couple told by Canada it will not pay for security while they live there after they step back from royal duties. The Canadian government saying in a statement, the assistance will cease in the coming weeks, in keeping with their change in status. Outside Buckingham Palace this morning, the Scots Guard playing Bon Jovi. The new recording of Bon Jovi's song, Unbroken, will be released next month and will be on his newest album. Bon Jovi, a big supporter of the military, originally wrote the song to shine a spotlight on American veterans living with post-traumatic stress. Now he's given it as a gift to the Prince to help Harry keep the faith with the wounded soldiers he's trying to help. We were boys. The song features the Invictus Choir, made up of servicemen and women. The Invictus Games was founded by Prince Harry to use sport to help wounded soldiers. It's a cause dear to him. He will maintain his patronage of the Invictus Games after he stops being a senior royal. Another Bon Jovi hit could be Harry's new theme song, as he and Meghan prepare to start their new lives as non-royals at the end of March. Quite a moment in a man's life when you get a hug from Jon Bon Jovi, Carson. He sends his best to all of you guys.
Yeah, thank you, Kier, our pop star correspondent. We appreciate it, buddy. That's a good pairing. Jon Bon Jovi and Harry, love it.
And I'm sure Carson, when he used to do TRL on MTV, oh my goodness, in the, was it late 90s, early 2000? It's like the it thing in the US after school to, you know, to watch TRL. What was it? Total Recall Live or something like that. Okay, so let's read some of the comments. Removing the family's protection was an attempt to force them to return to the UK. The firm knew they left the family at major risk, especially in America, but Charles insisted they would back down. They didn't. Then they refused license for firearm to Harry's travel security. Okay. February 3rd. Let me go into it since this is the first one. Okay, I'm confused. I thought they pushed them out because they were better royals and the British royal family was jealous, but they also wanted to force them to return to the UK. Okay. Charles wanted Harry to work for the realm as he is the most popular amongst them. You can understand. Meghan not so much. My belief is he never wanted Meghan in the family. William with the same feelings. Harry is missed by many in the UK. That's something I'm feeling here. That person is right, but there's something a deeper thing into it here, because Harry wanted to do half in. Remember the Sandringham Summit? Harry wanted to do half in and half out, but the institution already made their mind.
Secretaries began to address Granny about the 5 options. Your Majesty, you've seen the 5 options? Yes, she said. We all had. They'd been emailed to us. 5 different ways of proceeding. Option 1 was continuance of the status quo. Meg and I don't leave. Everyone tries to go back to normal. Option 5 was full severance. No royal role, no working for Granny, and total loss of security. Option 3 was somewhere in between, a compromise, closest to what we'd originally proposed. I told everyone assembled that, above all, I was desperate to keep security. That was what worried me most, my family's physical safety. I wanted to prevent a repeat of history, another untimely death, like the one that had rocked this family to its core 23 years earlier, and from which we were still trying to recover. I'd consulted with several palace veterans, people who knew the inner workings of the monarchy and its history, and they all said option 3 was best for all parties. Meg and I living elsewhere part of the year, continuing our work, retaining security, returning to Britain for charities, ceremonies, events. Sensible solution, these palace veterans said, and eminently doable. But the family, of course, pushed me to take option 1. Barring that, they would only accept option 5. We discussed the 5 options for nearly an hour. At last, the bee got up and went round the table, handing out a draft of a statement the palace would soon be releasing, announcing implementation of option 5. Wait, I'm confused. You've already drafted a statement? Before any discussion? Announcing option 5? In other words, the fix was in this whole time? This summit was just for show? No answer.
And I think the institution really feel very proud of themselves at that time. They thought they had everything under control. They thought they were the thing that could control things, that the one who, because of royal, remember they removed the HRH, Royal Highness, his or her Royal Highness, they removed that from them. They can't use that. So they thought they could control it, or people outside, around the world will not be doing business with them. So they wanted Heavy to work full time, and Heavy, was thinking, because Heavy said it, he spoke with people who knows the history of the institution. Many of them felt like, okay, the Hafen was a better choice. But the institution had already made up its mind. That's because they thought, okay, the institution thought they had that under control. They thought they were popular, or whatever YouGov kind of poll that were being fed to them. They believe it. But Harry stuck to his gut, to his core values. And he said, okay, so you don't want me? I'm leaving. Because he did say he tried everything possible, but they refuse it.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option. What I want to make clear is we're not walking away, and we certainly aren't walking away from you. Our hope was to continue serving the Queen, the Commonwealth, and my military associations, but without public funding. Unfortunately, that wasn't possible.
All right, but the institution, they didn't come out and say it, but I believe this is what it was. They feel like they had everything under control. Without Harry, they would be just fine. But Harry, I think people were feeding lies to them. This is correct too. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm giving you my opinion or add to it. Okay? So that was the first one. Wow, I had never seen this, and this is why I'm sharing this with you, just in case some of you are not aware of it. Okay, I knew it. My boy, Jon Bon Jovi, you are just a godsend. Bless all your band members and yourself. There's something also with Jon Bon Jovi. Let me pause and look for it. Okay, so I didn't want to just talk on top of my head, but I am aware of Jon Bon Jovi Charity Restaurant. So this is what it is about here. Okay, Jon Bon Jovi Soul Kitchen seeks to provide healthy, locally sourced food in a warm and welcoming restaurant setting to an in-need and paying customer to address the issues of food insecurity. We empower individuals by providing resources and volunteer opportunities. So they don't care if you could pay for it or not. So I think there's an exchange. If you can't pay for it, there's other things you could do to pay it forward or something like that. Okay, so go to their website. I'll put the link. Let me read these, and then I'll get the link for you guys. It will be in the description. Okay, Jon Bon Jovi Soul Kitchen serve healthy and delicious 3-course meal to student, faculty, and community members, regardless of their ability to pay. As food insecurity grows among college students, Jon Bon Jovi Soul Kitchen has partnered with food service provider Gourmet Dinner to establish location on college campuses. Okay, so I'll leave the link in the description. You guys could check it. I don't know if there's donation and you could volunteer and things like that. Okay, so while we're on that subject, it crossed my mind and I'm aware of it, so I thought I'd share that with you. All right, the link will be in the description. All right, so let's go to the next tweet. This is another thing regarding Jon Bon Jovi. Okay, Jon Bon Jovi says Prince Harry has actually musical chops, just wants to give him a hug, Invictus. So there's an article here. I don't want to read the article. Alright, so these are extra. What are these here? Prince Harry just won another lawsuit against... Okay, so this will be on my other channel. Okay, So these are extra. So let's see here. This is an article regarding Jon Bon Jovi. Let's see here. Jon Bon Jovi says Prince Harry. Okay, so I'll leave that in the description. All right, it's a short read, but I wasn't prepared for that. I was only ready to read the articles. All right, so let's go to the next tweet, because I have a lot to share with you, so I don't want to drift away, all right, off my list. All right, so it started here. Okay, 1 year to go until the Winter Invictus Game in Vancouver Whistler. Okay, so that's the one that I bookmarked, and it started here. Okay, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are coming to Vancouver this month. I don't want YouTube to block me, that's why I'm pausing this. Okay, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are coming to Vancouver this month, and here why. Okay, so there's another link. So it looks like there's a lot of articles. Let's see here. Maybe this one is worth reading. Okay, and here's why. Who's writing it? National Trending Staff, February 2nd, 2024. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle could have some Vancouver Valentine's Day plan as they set to visit the city later this month. According to People magazine, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will be heading to town from February 14 to 16 to attend a 3-day Invictus Game 1 year to go event in Vancouver and Whistler. They'll be meeting with members of the participating nations' winter training camp, including coaches and competitors. Prince Harry is the founder of the Invictus Game Foundation. The Games invited wounded, injured, and ill-service personnel to compete in sports like rowing, wheelchair, basketball, and alpine skiing. In 2022, Prince Harry announced the game will be held in Vancouver and Whistler in 2025 from February 8th to the 16th. The event will be the first ever winter hybrid Invictus Game. Along with classic Invictus Game sports, there will also be winter adaptive sport included. Okay, so there's more. I don't think I have much left, so let me just finish. Prince Harry performed the ceremonial puck drop at the NHL game that also featured the San Jose Sharks at Rogers Arena, just as his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, did 21 years earlier. During the visit, Markle also dropped by a local Vancouver nonprofit organization, Justice for Girls, to meet with volunteers and staff. According to the post on X from Justice for Girls, Markle had an engaging and heartfelt conversation about equality for girls in Canada and around the world. Okay, so I read everything, but the link will still be in the description. You guys could check it. Let's read some of the comments. 1 year to go until the Winter Invictus Game, Vancouver, Whistler, IG25. Alright, so that's an ad. Okay, Invictus will be incredible. Me, nobody cares, but you here. Okay, awesome. There's the heart. Glad the games are expanding to winter sports. They are very welcome. Welcome to Vancouver, Harry and Meghan. Why? It's not for you. If you're not a service member, you're not injured, and you don't care, so it's not for you. Don't worry about it. Alright? You don't care? Yes, you do. There you are. Alright? A lot of the service members truly appreciate it, so look at them. I hope this is not their real name, because you're just showing who you are. Okay? Or poor Canadian. Nah, they do welcome them. Alright?
Thank you very much. And you, thank you for supporting me. So come on, everybody. And you, thank you for supporting me. So come on, everybody.
So I've highlighted Invictus Netherlands and Invictus Germany. Everybody loves it. Alright, I don't want to ignore this one. I believe I have a video regarding this on this channel, so just read it. They like to spew nonsense. Okay, what's the name of the organization in the UK who contacted one of the board members? They didn't say who, but I assume it's Harry. One of the board members about what African Parks is doing to some of the locals, right? And then when African Parks contact that charity organization, I forgot the name, but I'll look at the screen. The name will be on the screen. when African Pox contacted that organization who made the allegation regarding what some employees of African Pox were doing to the locals, that organization did not want to give any proof. They did not want to help Pox department to tackle the situation. They just put the allegation out and then they refused to help them. Pox, the African Pox, put a statement that forces them to put the statement because they were putting, I don't know if this is one of the people, I don't know, okay? But the main thing is they want to smear Harry's name. They told Harry to step down, okay? Without even finding if the allegation is true or not. And African Pox is saying there were some stuff that happened in the past. They had dealt with it already. So they don't want to waste their time. Well, they didn't say it like that. They don't want to tackle something that they already put to rest. So this is why the investigation is still ongoing. Okay? So that's that. I don't want to ignore that. But this is something that I put a video out already. And I read African Pox statement thoroughly. Okay? It took a while. I don't know, close to an hour. I share what I was aware of with you. All right? So just because they put it here, I didn't want to just ignore it. I tackled that topic already. Okay, let me read this and then that's it. So glad you're excited, Canada. The former royal have proven to be fraud. Okay, he just won a case. Lazy, whining. Okay, so that has to be about William because he just won his case. And, now the UK wants Invictus to be in the UK. So, whatever. Alright, so they're just showing who they are. Let's go to the next one. My goodness, the toxicity. Next week. The Sussexes will be in Vancouver from February 14 to 16 for the Invictus Games preview. Alright, so there's that. Alright, I don't think those dates are accurate just because People Magazine said so. Alright, I don't know, but that's what I read. I just read one article. I don't know. Okay, I'm so happy for the opportunity for Kate and I to update our Meghan lookbook. Okay, who's Kate? Which Kate are they talking about? Because the Kates in the UK, William's wife, nobody's seen her. Okay, I hope there will be many pictures of them out and about with the participant. Should be good time. Valentine's Day's coverage at the Daily Mail is gonna be something. There's the heart here, the hate. Okay, there's that. Valentine's Day. Can't wait. Finally, with or without the children. Not our business. Okay, this is their work. The kids, if they bring it, that's good. If they don't, that's none of your business, or our business for that matter. Alright, because all of you are just waiting to just hate. I don't know. God help this world because these people are crazy. Okay, so I came across this, so I thought I'd share it with you. So that was posted February 4th. Okay, first Winter Invictus Game 2025 in Canada. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau welcoming the Invictus family. Harry and Meghan are heading to Canada next week. Prince Harry is a founder of Invictus Game. Okay, so there's the Prime Minister here. Let's listen. 55 seconds. I don't know. There'll be some screenshot in that as well. I don't want any problem with YouTube.
Hello everyone. Bonjour à tous. I am so excited that Canada will be hosting the 2025 Invictus Games. In partnership with the True Patriot Love Foundation, we look forward to welcoming competitors to beautiful British Columbia where they'll compete in the first ever Winter Invictus Games. J'ai vu les effets positifs de cet événement sur nos anciens combattants qui s'engagent sur la voie du rétablissement. Et comme je l'ai dit quand on a accueilli les Jeux en 2017, par vos qualités athlétiques, votre dynamisme et votre esprit de compétition, vous montrez tous que la maladie et les blessures peuvent être source d'une force immense. I know Canadians are looking forward to hosting your talent once again and being a part of this important movement. Can't wait to see you all in 2025.
Okay, so in English and in French. Okay, I cannot wait. I just so love this. The clan can't get an ant to host the common robbery games. IG goes from strength to strength. Can't wait for next week and bring on 2025. He is so gorgeous. Hoo. Okay, so that's an ad. Let's go to the next one. All these are old tweets. I have one more from the old tweets, and then I have recent one. Okay, so I post this twice, so I'm gonna skip that. So I went over this already. Okay, so this is the next one. Okay, congratulations to His new Danish Royal Highness King Frederik X. We were delighted to be able to host King Frederik X at the Invictus Games numerous times throughout our history, and be able to work together to aid in the recovery of the Danish armed forces. All right, so let's look here. That's the new Danish king. There they are here. That's that. And I've heard, I don't follow him that much, but occasionally I talk about him and his family, is that he's very popular in his country. So there he is here. And his son is already doing huge thing. His son, what is it, 18 years old? Already taking huge task while he was away. Okay, so that's his team. Okay. Is that felt? Yeah, that's an ad, Michael Felt. Wow. Look at his ponytail. Alright, so let's see here. His Majesty now. The future is bright, IG. Keep creating relationship like this all over the world. There's that here. That's an ad. Thank you, sir. What a wonderful way to start your new reign. Good to see King Frederik supporting these games. It must be really reassuring for Danish troops to see that their king is taking an interest in their rehabilitation and recovery from serious injury. I mean, he would have been a dumb one to not follow what's going on with what Harry's doing. If I was him, well, his kids are much younger. At least, you know, get some training. I don't know. I don't want to... I'm thinking the jealousy that goes in the UK. But if... You know what? That's a different story. Let me not bring it here. Okay, looking forward to Vancouver Games to cheer on our wonderful veterans. Strength, love, and prosperity to all who have served. There's a heart, clap, heart. Okay, after this, that's it. Okay, I learn something new every day. Amazing pics. That's his language, I guess. Or is it French? Okay, his correct title is His Majesty now. There's that. He's not a Royal Highness. It's His Majesty. Who knows? This is old thing. He should be happy people still consider this thing still in existence. All right, thank you to your mom for giving birth to you. Oh, God. Okay, but he's just one of those lucky sperm. Lucky sperm. Okay, he looks so much younger there. Was it a long time ago? His Majesty, so simple to be correct and respectful. His Majesty, gasping for royal connection by posting photos from 2018. Nothing recent. Wonder why. Okay, I don't know anything about, like I said, I don't follow them that much, but occasionally there's some stories here and there. Alright, so I'm still with Invictus, but this is a more current things, okay? More current. I believe it was like yesterday I saw this. Okay, so that's me who retweeted that, and I'm gonna go into that. Okay, the very last place to host it. His family has a hand on every corner of the country. They'll make sure to sabotage. Sorry to UK Sussex squad. The rest of Sussex squad around the globe most likely will not set foot on that island. Multicultural is not welcome. Rwanda is best hosting the Invictus game than the UK. Alright, so there's some comment here. They want Yorkshire William to host it. I can see through this if no one else can. Okay, sabotage is their goal. Second, Yorkshire has the Commonwealth. The UK is pretty much saying they can host the Commonwealth since no other country wants to host it. Mrs. Invictus is not welcome. Mr. Invictus can get security unless King Charles wants something from him. What's the point? Oh, so she responded. Okay, they can't afford the Commonwealth Games. To host the Invictus game will be William's idea, and he will host it. That's how vindictive he is. He can't, even though, you know, he's the heir over there, he can't because that's heavy stuff. This is heavy stuff. Alright? And then the thing with the UK is like whenever the royal family come in, they lose their mind. It's like they take their brain out of their head and just throw it in the garbage and say, control me. It's like they hypnotize. Alright, so this is the article here. All right, someone was able to put screenshot of it. Okay, what the F? Another attempt to get him back here, Invictus Games anniversary service. And Birmingham bidding 2027. They can't even afford to hold the damn Commonwealth Games. It left them bankrupt. All right, so there's that here. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex at the Invictus Game in Düsseldorf, Germany last year. Britain is bidding to host the competition in Birmingham in 2027. Prince Harry expected to return to the UK in May for Invictus Game service. After the Duke made a flying visit to see King Charles following his cancer diagnosis, he could soon be back to celebrate a cause close to his heart. Okay, so this is the first one here. Prince Harry expected to return to the UK in May for Invictus Game service, February 6, 2024. So that was a couple days ago, but I came across it yesterday. The Duke of Sussex is expected to return to Britain in May for a service at St. Paul's Cathedral to mark the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Games. The milestone... But they're the one who's doing... So they create this service so he could step back in the UK. The milestone has prompted an effort by the government to bring Prince Harry's sporting competition for wounded servicemen and women back to Britain. A multi-million-pound government bid backed by private finance has been made to host the event in Birmingham in 2027. So all of this, why don't they do it toward the Commonwealth? Well, Brexit pretty much tells you the direction of the country. So if they really want the Commonwealth, why don't they host the Commonwealth? Do all those multi-million dollars or pounds, shall I say, into the Commonwealth. Okay, the team at the Cabinet Office who are behind the plan hope to finance a 4-year program which will improve rehabilitation prospects and sporting opportunities for veterans and civilians. That's good. They could do all of that, but Invictus is not going to be over there. It's not for me to say, but look at some of the comments that I was reading a few moments ago. All right, nobody cares, this and that. These people in the UK put this negativity into some weak-minded individual to help spread the hate. If they were really for supporting the vet, they would have spread positivity. One thing, when I was covering the Invictus Netherlands, okay, I literally brought this up. They didn't even care about the veterans. They didn't even want to mention the veteran, because for them to say something positive about the vet is somewhat something for Harry. When in fact, the government have used and abused those vets to do their bidding for them around the globe. But when it's time to support them, they take it as if it would be a plus for Harry. Harry, let's not forget, Harry served. Okay, so these mindset are full, and I don't know. I'm sorry for the good Brits. From what I've seen so far, this is the worst place to host it right now. Maybe before anybody knew all this craziness was going on, before Harry married. But now that Harry is married, he's creating a family, the institution is losing his mind, knowing that this is who Harry decided to be with. Alright, so now it reveals itself. People around the globe, I don't think good-minded people will want to be over there. Before you know it, you probably, if let's say you go over there to visit it, to not participate, but to watch the game, to support it, and then you have crazy people out there, those police with their hateful thing, harassing the visitors. So nobody wants to deal with that. Knowing what they're doing to immigrants, shipping them to Rwanda and all of that. I don't know if this was tackled with, but that was one of the things that was happening a couple of years ago. Alright, so let's continue. Okay, the scheme has won the support of the Ministry of Defense and Royal British Legion. And that's one of the things I highlight. And on the Invictus Netherlands, okay, it was at the end of the Invictus. One of the people talk about the game. But during the game, the beginning, I didn't hear anything. If it was, I'm sorry, I didn't come across it. But during when the veterans who were competing, who really needed it, the support and boost, they weren't there. So why are they, bidding for that? Knowing the infested, the negativity, the harassment, the intimidation that Harry faced in the UK. I don't know. Okay? My opinion, I have no say which country hosts the Invictus. This is a completely bad idea right now. Meghan is not safe. Harry is not safe. Why bring him over there? To kill him so they could take the project away from him? I'm saying it. I'm sorry. Alright. The scheme has won the support of the Ministry of Defense and the Royal British Legion. Leading the bid is John Mercer, the Minister of Veterans Affairs, who was flown to Birmingham for treatment after being wounded while serving in Afghanistan. He said, quote, "It feels like the right time and the right place. Not right now. Harry just came from the UK. The minute he landed, the negative, when he left, the negativity continue. It's not the right place at all. It's not safe for him. Okay, it feels like the right time and the right place. The biggest power of recovery has always been in sport, has always been in Invictus, and the Duke of Sussex led the way when he set these games up 10 years ago. It feels like a natural rounding of the circle to come back to the UK, and we're going to do everything we can to win the bid." Hey, it doesn't hurt to throw your hat in it, but I don't think it's a good idea. Mercer will host a symposium at the NEC in Birmingham on March 21st to discuss the plan with potential donors. Among those speaking at the event will be J.J. Chalmers, the television presenter and Invictus Games medalist who was injured in a bomb blast while serving with the Royal Marines in Afghanistan in 2011. Harry, who this week made a 25-hour trip to Britain to see his father after the King's cancer diagnosis, is expected to announce the winning city for the 2027 Games later this year. A source close to the project said Harry has indicated that he is comfortable coming back. I doubt that. Okay, Harry has indicated that he is comfortable coming back for a British-based Invictus game, and we understand that the games have always had the support of the rest of the royal family. Not from his book, because his brother was upset that when Harry went to the board member and asked which Royal Foundation if he could create the games, his brother was upset that he didn't come to him first, because Harry was really passionate about that. Because if he had asked William first, most likely William will say no, don't do it, and then guess what? Take the ideas and run with it. Alright, so Harry went straight to who was really matter for that, and they give Harry the green light, and this is why Harry has the game. Because if his brother were the one who opened his mouth about it, Harry can't do anything about that. Alright, let's continue. Read Harry's book, Spare. He talked about this. Okay, others hope, was it Spare or the docu-series? One of those. Others hope that Britain hosting the game could help to soothe tension between the Duke and his family. Okay, 2 days ago, Harry went over there. There's no smoothing there. He traveled 13 plus hours to go over there. The father spent 45 minutes with him. Okay, and then through comments I've read that he invited him to go to Sandringham to discuss something. I don't know. Why would he go to Sandringham? Why Buckingham Palace wasn't good enough? If that was true, because I only read it through comments. Okay, so the last time Harry went to Sandringham to discuss serious matter, that's when to discuss whether he'll work full-time or partially, 50-50, but the palace had already made up its mind. Okay, all the information that would be made public was already written. So going to Sandringham, Charles already made up his mind for whatever the discussion was gonna be.
Began to address Granny about the 5 options. Your Majesty, You've seen the 5 options? Yes, she said. We all had. They'd been emailed to us. 5 different ways of proceeding. Option 1 was continuance of the status quo. Meg and I don't leave. Everyone tries to go back to normal. Option 5 was full severance. No royal role, no working for Granny, and total loss of security. Option 3 was somewhere in between. A compromise, closest to what we'd originally proposed. I told everyone assembled that, above all, I was desperate to keep security. That was what worried me most, my family's physical safety. I wanted to prevent a repeat of history, another untimely death like the one that had rocked this family to its core 23 years earlier, and from which we were still trying to recover. I'd consulted with several palace veterans, people who knew the inner workings of the monarchy and its history, and they all said option 3 was best for all parties. Meg and I living elsewhere part of the year, continuing our work, retaining security, returning to Britain for charities, ceremonies, events. Sensible solution, these palace veterans said, and eminently doable. But the family, of course, pushed me to take option 1. Barring that, they would only accept option 5. We discussed the 5 options for nearly an hour. At last, the bee got up and went round the table, handing out a draft of a statement the palace would soon be releasing, announcing implementation of option 5. Wait, I'm confused. You've already drafted a statement? Before any discussion? Announcing option 5? In other words, the fix was in this whole time? This summit was just for show? No answer.
Okay, so why couldn't he do it in Kensington Palace? Okay, a support of Birmingham bid said, quote, I and many others very much hope that this could provide a timeline for a way in which the Duke and the rest of the royal family might find a way to come together and support over worthwhile causes. But you guys don't tackle the core issue. For some of you who are not subscribed to my other channel, Apio Team Sussex and PYTE, there's a lot of deep discussion that happened. I share tweets, but through the tweets, I bring examples, different things arrive. The royal family still don't think they did anything wrong to Harry. They don't think they did anything wrong. If these people don't recognize that they did something wrong to Harry, what is the point? Harry will be talking to a brick wall. For the royal family, they believe they were in the right to do all this inflicting pain onto Harry. So what's the point of him going? So if he goes, whatever he get from the family, that's what he get. Because these people, they don't learn. They always feel like they're above everything. They're always right. Okay? If Birmingham beats its U.S. rival bidder of Washington, it will bring Harry and Meghan back to the UK together for the first time since the late Queen's funeral in September 22. I mean, that's very well wishful thinking, but Harry is not. Safe. His foundation with his family is not there. His father doesn't think he did anything wrong. His brother doesn't think he did anything wrong. So Harry already told them on the docuseries he's moving on, and those people still don't know what they did wrong. They don't recognize the pain they inflicted onto Harry. The few days he went over there, the tabloid went on the bashing. The things were so vile, I couldn't even post them on my community board. They were that vile. I made reference to it, and I let my subscribers know there were some very mean and vile things that were going on. It was too vile for me to share the images, the screenshot of what they were writing. So it's like they just reminded Harry the reason why he left and why not to go back over there. Okay, let's continue. The Sussexes' son, Archie, 4, was born in London. Their daughter, Little Beth, 2, was born in California and has not visited. Alright, so the rift between the royal family is not healed yet. What is it? when Archie was born, the tabloid went, Archie looks like a monkey and all of that. The royal family didn't say a thing. If Harry goes over there, is he gonna get security? Okay, so it's too risky. It's too risky. All right, so let's continue. I took too long on these. Okay, if Birmingham beat the U.S. rival bidder of Washington, it will bring Harry and Meghan back to the UK together for the first time since the late Queen's funeral in September 2022. And this also is a reminder when Meghan went over there to support Harry during the Queen's funeral, the tabloid went at it. They literally smear her name throughout the 1 week where they were trying to do that funeral. Again, another reminder, the reason not to go back. Okay, the Sussexes' son Archie 4 was born in London. Their daughter Elizabeth 2 was born in California. Is that the same thing I just read? Okay, their daughter Elizabeth 2 was born in California and has not visited Britain. Elizabeth did. Her first birthday, and I believe they met the Queen. Okay, her first birthday was celebrated in the UK. Okay, in May, Harry returned to attend his father's coronation alone. You wonder why? Because of what happened during the Queen's funeral. On Tuesday, he visited his father for a 30 minutes. Oh, now they're saying 30 minutes? I thought it was 45 minutes. Okay, so that's even shorter. All right. On Tuesday, he visited his father for a 30 minutes meeting at Clement's house before the King and Queen flew to Sandringham. Harry returned to the United States the following day and was seen on Thursday evening at an American Football NFL award ceremony to hand out the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. Accepting the award, Cameron Hayward of the Pittsburgh Steelers expressed surprise to be handed the prize by the Duke, Prince freaking Harry. He said on accepting the award, Cameron Hayward of the Pittsburgh Steelers expressed surprise to be handed the prize by the Duke. Okay, so there it is again. Prince freaking Harry. He said on stage, "I'm in shock." That's Prince Harry. Of all the Duke's sporting association, however, the Invictus Games are said to be the closest to his heart. The Duke, who served 2 tours in Afghanistan with the British Army, produced and presented a Netflix documentary about the game. It was at the 2017 Invictus Games in Toronto where Harry made his first public appearance with Meghan Markle, who was then his girlfriend. All right. From that point on, giving that protocol, they can't sit close together, and the thing that went after to hire private investigators, get her social security, her phone number, and do, all of these crazy things. So it's not safe for them. Okay, splash news. At the moment, recent games in The Hague, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex gave speeches praising the resilience of those taking part. The next game will take place next February in Canada with separate contests in Vancouver and Whistler. If Birmingham is granted the chance to host the game, the competition will take place in July 2027. The NEC will host most of the competition with swimming event held in the Sandwell Aquatic Center, while the St. Paul 10th anniversary event in London is not linked to the UK bid. The location has been chosen as the crypt contains a bust of William Henley, who wrote the poem Invictus. Dominic Reed, chief executive of the Invictus Game Foundation, said, "As we mark our 10-year anniversary with the series of events this year, we are delighted." I don't know. They could do all of that, but I don't think it's a good idea for Harry and Meghan's sake. Okay, while the St. Paul 10th anniversary event in London is not linked to the UK, the location has been chosen. Okay, Dominic Reed, I skipped some stuff. Dominic Reed, chief executive of the Invictus Game Foundation, said, "As we mark our 10th year anniversary with a series of events this year, we are delighted Invictus Games such a strong legacy of changing lives and saving lives. We look forward to building on this legacy in 2025 in Canada and in 2027 in the still to be determined location. There are several bids currently as part of the competition selection process, and we are excited about the prospects." The Duke founded the Games, which were first held in London in 2014 after being inspired by the US Warrior Games, where wounded U.S. servicemen and women compete in a Paralympic-style sporting competition. And the thing is that the UK, his family never really accept the fact that or give him the recognition that he needed. They just jealous that he made it big once he left the UK. Okay, I'm gonna need Washington and Biden to be president. Okay, BS, what is that here? Okay, the Duke of Sussex is expected to return to Britain in May for a service at St. Paul's Cathedral to mark the 10th. Okay, the milestone has prompted an effort by the government to bring Prince Harry's sporting competition for wounded servicemen and women back to Britain. A multi-million-pound government bid. They're probably doing this. Okay, but the thing is that for him to return, I don't think so. Harry will not tell in advance. Okay, expected. Okay, maybe he could do it via Zoom. Okay, a source close to the project said Harry has indicated that he is comfortable coming back to... Nah, that's BS. Yeah, she put it as here. You could pause and read it. Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to read these moving forward. I don't know the truthful behind it, but I thought it was good to start it with the new one and this. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. There's no more comment. She blacked her comments. Okay, so there's that here. So people, the squaddies, are making reference to what I just read, the screenshot I just read. Okay, firstly, they all say Harry's Invictus won't survive outside the royal family. Now, all of a sudden, they want to bid to host these games. Okay, something is very fishy here, but I trust Harry's judgment. All right, so let's see this one. Oh, that's an archive. Okay. Prince Harry expected to return to the UK. So that's the thing I just read. Okay. We don't know. Alright, but not for the Commonwealth Games. There's the laugh here, right? I hope Italy or Korea wins, even the United States, but I don't think they are safe in the UK. You see, the same thing that I was raising earlier. They're not safe over there. Alright, the tabloid, the royal family made it clear. They're not safe over there. Trust Harry, he knows those people. He will go through the motion, but he will protect his games. Okay, I know, just wear it. Place those games anywhere but that country. You see, everybody see the same thing. Whoever been following the Sussexes know the truth behind some of the thing that I say. Anyone have the archive link of this? So, okay, so that's not it. Just say no, Harry. There's that. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. Alright, so since these are popped up here, let's read these and then that's it. Okay, I smell a rat. Hosting it in the UK is security risk. You see? Everybody knows it. King Tampon and Willie looking for global attention, hence the bid for the UK. I think they asked Harry to come back. Could be. I think when he was over there, what he wanted about the tabloid, because the next day, you know, it will be on another video, but the next day, Harry settled with the tabloid. But I thought Harry isn't welcome in the UK and William is incandescent with rage every 2 hours. Also, Harry is poor and Harry isn't loved nor can be drawn the crowd. William can. Alright, that's what the derangers were saying. They know which royal bring tourist money and it ain't the one growing moldy in palaces. Okay, definitely not. The UK is not a home of respect. Thank you. That's it. I'm glad I read this. Exactly. Alright, that was the last one too. Alright, because what is it when those immigrants coming at their shore, they made plan, they don't want them there. They made deal with Rwanda to take them over there. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. Alright, so the squad making reference to that same article, the screenshots that I was reading. UK is trying to get Invictus back to UK. UK is competing against USA. What happened to the Commonwealth Games? Alright, so there's me here. Thank you. This comment apply here. This is something I would someplace else. Alright, this comment apply here. Mr. and Mrs. Invictus can't even get proper security unless Casey wants something from Harry. Days ago, Harry was reminded what awaits them. Harass, intimidation, terrorize them. When this is a thing that Harry enjoys being part of, Netherlands and Germany was awesome. Alright, so this is what I wrote here from another post. They could host the Commonwealth Games since no other nation seems seems like they don't want to host them. So UK, be ready to host the Commonwealth Games. Now that you're telling us you can host, go host what already belong to you, Commonwealth Games. Okay, OMG, people at that country are stupid. They are not embarrassed. When they do that thing, there's no shame in their games. There is zero shame in their games. Okay, it seems they are not even able to honor the founder of IG, and they want him to bring the IG to England, okay, the place where some people want to kill him and his wife. Thank you. I said to this a-hole, you are dreaming. It won't happen. All right, so this person pretty much laid out here. There's the laugh, LOL. The enslaved nation of the Commonwealth are pulling out. They don't want to be part of a legacy that enslaved them, took their resources without compensation up till today. That's what's up. Okay, hilarious. The game motto, home of respect. Last year, all members of the royal family ignored the games. That said, if media was completely hostile, why will Invictus come to the UK? Hell no. Alright, so you see, I'm not the only one. Okay, the UK want to get Archie and Lily on their turf. I also think, you know what? I never thought about this. Yes, because they said the heir, the monarch is, how do you call this? Is the possession of the grandkids or something like that. I never thought about this. Yes, I'll go into this. All right, I'll read this last. Let me read bottom up. Okay, all right. That's an ad. Perfect. Funny, I thought South Korea and Italy were in the running. I really hope South Korea wins it, because South Korea, the Asian population, have that misconception with disability. And I thought if South Korea win the bid, it will maybe open some people's eyes. Okay, I've said it during the Invictus, is it Netherlands? No, Invictus Germany. We can't afford it. Also, Invictus is a home of respect. The UK is a nest of vipers and certainly no respect. So I hope they don't get chosen. I was in Dusseldorf and the Germans put out impressive games. UK is a poor country and can't match anything others have done. Okay, UK need to provide security for the Invictus game. They can provide the security for Harry. They sure will not provide the security for Meghan. It is a no. Okay, thank you. I'm not the only one. Okay, British Royal Family are only interesting in popularity. None cares about Commonwealth Games, so they don't care. They want Invictus because it's very popular worldwide, but that's all down to Harry since he was 25. Horrible family that did nothing for him but want to snatch his glory from him. Okay, there's other thing here. Question of the year. What did happen to the Commonwealth Games? All right. So there's this here. This is the one that I wanted to go through, and that's the last one within that tweet. The UK want to get Archie and Lily on their turf. I also think UK vets are angry that veterans facilities set up by IG and host countries are now being used permanently. UK vets want the same accoutrement. UK government need Harry and IG to create the network for the facilities. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. Yes, I was. Part of her tweet I was aware of regarding Germans, because I remember, was it the mayor of the place that did it? He was so impressed with the Invictus game and he decided to make it a permanent thing for the vets and German vets. And the other thing as well, with the Lily and Archie to be in the UK, if they are in the UK and Charles said he wants the kids to stay, and that's the country over there. So yeah, I forgot about this part. I agree with her. Okay, why do they want Archie and Lily there when they don't like them? I'm confused. Same reason they want Harry back, money. The pics of Archie and Lily are worth a lot, and it gives the toxic British media materials to write about for months. The UK also need Harry's military networking. Harry rubs shoulders with high power people with lots of money. Yeah, why don't they go to the Middle East? That's where they usually get their money. They get bags full of money, and then when the police go investigate, they find nothing wrong. So they should stick with that. Okay, what is it? I did some videos regarding, right, let's see here. Okay, Harry and Meghan haven't brought the children to the games before. Why will they bring them to the UK? I don't know. I guess those people are wishful thinkers in the UK. I'm sorry to the vets over there. There's some good people over there, but the people who's running the country make it a hostile place. Okay, the tabloid literally told Harry's wife to go back to America.
Piers, if you want to be private, go back to America and live privately. It's pretty straightforward.
Why will Harry bring his family back over there? He literally running away from them. If he's over there, because one thing that Harry likes to do, I see video of him enjoying the game, dancing and doing all sort of things, moving from one event to the next. He truly enjoy it. And you have those vets who's talking, he shake almost all of those people's hand. So he enjoyed it. So if he's in the UK, he'll be looking over his shoulders. Am I safe? Is this person is here to harm me? So this is not the environment for him. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. I believe this is UK only attempt to try snare Harry's wife to come and perhaps their children when they get older. I do not want to see Invictus game in the UK. They do not care about Invictus, but Harry and Meghan is worth millions to toxic British media. UK will destroy Invictus game. Yep, UK. So there it is. Alright, so this is the thing here, the Duke of Sussex. That's the thing I just read at the beginning, so I'm not gonna waste time reading it again. Okay, South Korea for Invictus 2027. Me too, I'm for that. Okay, so now we are learning that the UK is bidding for the next Invictus game in 2027. They are really extremely desperate for that access to Harry and Meghan. South Korea's minister talked to Harry, and I hope South Korea gets to be able to host the Invictus game in 2027, not Britain. Almost everybody is saying the same thing. Completely agree, the UK hasn't earned the right to host IG. They disrespected their own competitors in the games. As for Meghan and the children, subject to toxic British media frenzy, hard pass. Exactly, and the royal family media for years had tried to tarnish Invictus game. Okay, before that I wasn't aware of it. I covered Invictus Netherlands, Invictus Germany, so I saw what it was about. Before 2020, I don't know what the royal family was doing with that. Okay, let's see here. The milestone has prompted an effort by the government to bring Prince Harry's sporting competition for wounded servicemen and women back to the UK. There's the part here. A multi-million pound government bid backed by private finance has been made to host the event in Birmingham. Nah, that's a hard pass. Alright, so that's the same thing here. We all know this UK government is corrupt. Murdoch is also a good friend. Piers Brower is protected instead of investigation. And Harry said UK government is a rock bottom, so no, the Invictus game should not be held in the UK ever until a new government and a new UK is born. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Okay, I'm not good at this law thing. Is it good that Prince Harry settled? Is it bad? And did Mirror Group commit absolutely everything? Because I remember him saying to Mother how much money they offer. He's going all the way. Okay, big win for Harry. That acknowledged they were wrong and that Piers Morgan knew full well what's going on and directed at the action. And I think go on my other channel because that's what I'll be covering next, and I'll be reading the byline article, and there's some videos of Harry's lawyer who made statement. I'm gonna cover it after I finish record this video. Okay, so from what I understand so far, all of Harry's demand were accepted, so which means everything Harry wanted what is on paper, is in court document. And just go to the other video and make sure you see it, because I'll be reading some articles. Okay, big win for Harry. The acknowledgement they were wrong and that Piers Morgan knew full well what was going on and directed the action. Thank you. So hopefully with this confession, this is enough to go to criminal trial. I think so. Alright, so that is another topic. I hope Harry is smart and reject them. I respect his choices, but they want Meghan and those babies on UK soil to profit off of them or to Diana them to get their Harry third wheel back. Yep, that's it. You see? Everybody else, the squad who follow the stories, no. And then you have Bojo sisters saying things like they like entertainment. okay, entertainment at other people's lives.
I don't want the press to be in the last chance saloon at all. I want to see newspapers thrive. This is my industry, and I think it's in all our interests that we have a thrive. And we got the most wonderful newspapers in the world in this country. You read the newspapers in the States or in France. They're very dull. They're not entertaining at all. I think that we can have both a serious and an entertaining press. And that's what I want to see survive. I don't want to see Prince Harry destroy the industry I love.
So they don't care. They're savages over there. Okay, they want like gladiator type of kind of thing for them to cheer and laugh at people while others are suffering. So it's a no. The UK is put in a bid to host the Invictus Game. That's a GIF. Alright, let's pause here. They can't afford the Commonwealth Games. I will not trust them with the Invictus Game. Can you say sabotage? Exactly. That's exactly that. Nope. Okay, so this is somebody I blocked, so I'm not even gonna look. Alright, so let's see. Rwanda is better at hosting it than the UK. UK government, royal family, British media let the world know diversity is not welcome. If the UK hosts the Invictus, this is where it will die. Mr. and Mrs. Invictus Games are not welcome in the UK. Ask Piers Morgan. What's the point of UK hosting it? Sabotage in the making. Plus to what I've said, the British media will continue the onslaught. Their response to it will be Harry and Meghan already knew what they were expected. They should have known they were going to be attacked. At Invictus Game, no to UK hosting Invictus Game. Sorry to the good Brits. I know there's some very good ones out there. Alright, so that's an ad. Whatever's there, that's it. You see, everybody's saying no. And if the UK isn't awarded, they will have another breakdown. I'll go into that. It's up to Harry to approve the bid. Sorry. Okay, nope. Alright, let's see here. Let me read this and that's it. And then go to the one up there. Shouldn't they be bidding and or hosting all the Commonwealth Games that no other country will bid on? Alright, so they can't. This is annoying now. So they can't find a taker for the Commonwealth Games, so they're going to bid for the games of which they completely ignore their own athlete last year in Germany and try to take from Harry to give to William. Okay, sure. Good luck with that. Alright, so let's go into this. The meltdown. I knew the squad would be laughing. Now that's something to look forward to. There's the laugh here. That's it. Okay. So this is my last one. Alright. Someone liked something that I did. I commented on during the Korea thing here. South Korea thing. This is all. Alright. The guy South Korea sent to pitch its bid did a wonderful job. I have zero clue what was said. I can tell he went beyond his job to get the spot. I'm actually rooting for them to get it. That was back December 7, 2023. Okay, that's when I made that comment here. Korea, there's 3 comments here. Korea launches bid to host Invictus Game 2029, but Harry said Korea could secure the opportunity as soon as 2027. It'll be the first Asian country to host Invictus Game. Alright, so there's a link here. I'll leave it. You guys could read it. Okay, I read that already. Harry out there actually doing something and succeeding, not just having a PR photo taking, then failing to succeed. Okay, it's always been Harry's vision and mission to make the Invictus Game Foundation global. This is another step toward achieving it. There's the thumbs up. And there was something I was just thinking. I lost it. Never mind. If I remember, I'll say it. Alright, so that's different. And that's it. So I searched a prayer for this video. I typed in prayer for success and work. Please grant me the wisdom and insight to see clearly so I may make the right choices to achieve success in my career. Thank you for guiding me through the challenges, and I pray that you lead me to success, illuminating my path with your divine light. Amen. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Please check App Your Team Sussex and PYTE for more on the Sussexes. I try to keep the charities and on this channel only, but the gossip and other things that's going on with the Sussexes are on my other channel. Like the lawsuit, I'm gonna tackle it. It will be on, I don't know, maybe App Your Team Sussex. All right, thank you for watching.
Evolution. This is the future.